I didn't grow up rich, far from it. In fact, I grew up watching my family stress over bills, make sacrifices just to get by, and avoid conversations about money because honestly, it was just too painful. But as I got older, something clicked. I realized that while I couldn't control where I came from, I could control where I was headed. And more importantly, I could control what I passed on to the next generation. That's why today, I'm making it my mission to teach my kids about wealth, money, and financial freedom from day one. And in this video, I'm going to share exactly how I'm doing it so you can do the same. Before we dive in, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel for more real-life money strategies, and drop a comment below. Did your family talk about money when you were growing up? Or was it a taboo topic like mine? The reality I grew up in. Let me be honest, growing up, money felt like a mystery. I'd see my parents stressed out during tax season, avoiding credit card bills, or talking in hushed voices when the rent was due. We didn't talk about investing. We didn't talk about saving. We didn't even talk about budgeting. It was almost as if not talking about it would make the problem go away. But it didn't. As I grew older and started earning my own money, I realized I was repeating the same patterns. Spending everything I earned. Living paycheck to paycheck. Avoiding hard conversations about money. It wasn't until I hit financial rock bottom, overwhelmed by debt and living in constant financial anxiety, that I decided to break the cycle. The shift that changed everything. I realized that wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how you think about money. It's about your habits, your mindset, and your willingness to learn. So I went all in. I educated myself. I read books, listened to podcasts, and sought out mentors who could teach me how to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. But most importantly, I made a promise to myself. I would teach my kids about money from day one, so they would never have to go through what I did. Here's how I'm teaching my kids about wealth. We talk about money openly. At our dinner table, money is not a taboo subject. We talk about how much things cost, how to save, how to invest, and how to spend wisely. I make sure they understand that money is a tool, not something to fear or obsess over. I involve them in decisions. When we go shopping, I explain how we compare prices, why we might choose one item over another, and how we budget for things we want. I let them help with meal planning and grocery budgeting so they learn the value of money in real life. I teach them about earning. They earn small amounts of money for chores and extra tasks, not because I want to pay them, but because I want them to understand that money comes from effort, discipline, and consistency. I show them the power of saving and investing. We set up savings jars and investment accounts, with my guidance, so they can watch their money grow over time. I explain concepts like compound interest, risk, and long-term thinking in simple, kid-friendly terms. I model good financial behavior. I show them how we budget, how we pay bills on time, how we avoid debt, and how we plan for the future. They see me reading financial books, checking our accounts, and making thoughtful decisions, because kids learn more from what we do than what we say. Why it matters, here's the thing. Generational wealth isn't just about leaving your kids a big bank account. It's about leaving them the knowledge, confidence, and habits to manage whatever money they have, whether that's $100 or $100 million. By teaching my kids about wealth from the very beginning, I'm giving them something far more valuable than money. The mindset and skills to build their own financial future. Lessons I've learned along the way. Start early, but start simply. You don't need to teach your kids about 401ks and tax brackets when they're 5, but you can teach them about saving, spending, and sharing. Model the behavior you want them to adopt. Kids are like sponges. They absorb what they see. If you handle money responsibly, they'll learn to do the same. Make it fun. We turn saving challenges into games, and we celebrate milestones together. This makes money management feel like a positive, empowering experience. If you didn't grow up learning about money, if you're starting from scratch like I did, this is your sign. You can break the cycle. You can learn, grow, and pass on a better financial legacy to your kids. It doesn't matter where you start, it matters that you start. Let's chat in the comments. What's one thing you wish you'd been taught about money when you were younger? What's one money habit you're working on teaching your kids? I'd love to hear your stories and learn from you too. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It helps more people find this message. Subscribe to the channel for more real-life financial strategies and personal growth tips. And don't forget to turn on notifications. Remember, you don't need to come from wealth to build it. You just need the mindset, the tools, and the commitment to teach it to the next generation. Let's break the cycle together.